Have you ever hung out with Peter? I'm not talking about a Peter that maybe you know, but I'm talking about Peter from the Bible. You know, the mouth of the operation. The one who was always just saying things or doing things, and Jesus would always be like, no, 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 come back here. Like, let's fix that. Peter was great because he represents us a lot of the times. I think we just shoot off and do whatever we want. And yet, we see how Jesus spoke to Peter. But in this moment, I actually see what Peter would say to us. You see, he wrote some letters and they made it into the Bible. And Peter, as he's closing out one of those letters, looks at everyone and he kind of has this same discussion that we're having now about what are the last things that I want you to remember in life. And Peter sums it up by what I would say are 3 words: spend your life. And how do you spend it well? Well, he shares that with us. In 1 Peter 4, he wraps up these wonderful statements about how we're supposed to live in kind of his last lecture moment too. And what I would wrap up is 3 different words when he says, spend your life. Now those words don't make it into the Bible, but it's kind of the essence of what he's saying. Like, here's how to spend it and here's how to do it well. And he says this: above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do it with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. You see, he's saying there, like, you've been given different gifts. You've been giving these different graces in their various forms. And as faithful stewards, go out there and crush it. Like, go out there and do the things you've been equipped to do. Whether it's speaking, whether it's serving, whether it's hospitality, welcoming other people into your house, into your life, into your home, into this place of belonging. Whatever it is you've been given the gift to do, go and do it, and go and do it well. Because it's going to praise Jesus. Like, to him be the glory. To him be the one that we're spending our lives. And that's what I would want for you. Not just that you would do it in all these like high, holy, maybe we think about just things that happen in church or on a mission trip. I'm not talking about just going and doing these elaborate gestures. I'm talking about living every single day. Spending your life is not just about doing something big and far and exciting out there. It's about being faithful in the everyday. It's about serving. It's about hospitality. It's about speaking well, about knowing how to use your words in the right way. Spending your life means spending your day, spending your hours, spending your moments in ways that reflect God in the right way. That we're using our words, our time, our talents, our skills, our gifts, our abilities, and it would bring praise and glory to him. It means having a perspective where we can see how to have an impact that would just bring God glory. Again, that does not mean it's high and holy. It just means, are we doing things that are kind, that are gentle, that are meek, not weak, but meek, that do things in the power and in the example that Jesus would have provided for us? How do we know what that is? We get to know Jesus, we get to know his life, and then we know how to spend our own. See, Peter spent a lot of time with Jesus, and he did make a lot of mistakes, but he also made some great declarations. He knew how to follow. He knew how to worship. And here in the end, I think he's trying to tell us, listen, it's all about Jesus. It's all about spending our life in a way that would glorify him. And I would encourage all of you to see the time, to see, that you have this ability to choose where you're planting, but then to spend your life in the right way, to spend it with this understanding that our lives really can bring glory to God. And there's such a peace and a joy on the inside when we do. I've felt that joy, and I want you to have the same thing. I want you to be able to go on this quest to know how to spend your life.